you can set it up like mine. I'm going to start out with a question lead because we've done that before with personal narratives, so we kind of have some background knowledge. Then we're going to make a fact and descriptive lead. Now, everybody in my class knows that my topic is on sharks, and I have my table of contents, and I'm going to look at one of my paragraphs that I'm going to make, one of my little pages here, and I'm going to start thinking about what could I do to introduce this paragraph. I'm going to start out with what kinds of sharks are there. So I'm going to write that here. What kinds of sharks are there? And I actually kind of have a question in my table of contents. So that'll be perfect for my question here. What kinds of sharks are there? Maybe I can kind of rephrase it again because I don't want it to be exactly the same as this question. So maybe I'll say, did you know how many types of sharks there are? Do you think that's a good question that would hook a reader? Would you want to find out how many sharks there are? Did you know how many, or maybe I should say, do you know? Do you know how many sharks types there are? Question mark. And you see I changed my mind a little bit because I wanted to clean up my question. Do you know how many shark types there are? Well, I asked my question, now I should what? Answer it, right? There are over 500 different kinds. And I'm going to make this very interesting, and I'm going to add an exclamation mark. So that's how I'm going to start off this subtopic here. What kinds of sharks are there? I changed up my question a little bit because this is the title of this chapter. Do you know how many shark types there are? There's my question. Now I have to answer it. There are over 500 different kinds. All right, with my fact, maybe I could use the same little subtopic here about the shark types, and I'm just going to tell a fact. Now, I could say there are over 500 different kinds of sharks. That would make it really easy. And I might just do that just to save myself some time. Or I could sit here and think about maybe what else I know about the different types of sharks and have a fact to tell. Let's see. There are over 500 different species. Oh, I'm going to use a good, juicy vocabulary word. Species means kinds or types. Species of sharks that live in all of the oceans. There we go, period. So there's my fact. I'm just listing out something that is a detail that I want my readers to already know from the beginning. And then here I'm going to be descriptive. Here's where I want to maybe use something like a sound word or something that gives my reader imagery. It makes them visualize something. So I'm going to kind of think of what I think of when I think of a shark. So it's big. Ooh. It's, what else are sharks? It's a little scary and has rows of razor sharp teeth and swims in the water looking for prey. Swims in the water looking for prey. So here I'm kind of doing the same thing where I show but don't tell. I'm giving my reader a chance to kind of get in their mind what I'm wanting them to picture, and then I'm going to tell all my facts. So these are 3 different ways that you can start out your subtopics today. You'll need to do this with each one, but at least one today.